It's often said that laughter is the best medicine. That's the idea of having clowns visit hospital wards to cheer patients up. This is especially so in Israel, where clowns have been popping into wards and intensive care units to help patients relieve their pain and fears. The idea is gaining momentum. This week, health professionals and volunteers in Singapore will get to learn more about medical clowning through a workshop. It's conducted by David Barashi, one of the founding members of the Dream Doctors Medical Clowns Project, started in 2002 in Israel. And we have the funny man himself in studio to tell us more about medical clowning. David, thanks for joining us. Now, Singaporeans are known to be, cautious, maybe a bit reserved. And you at the National University Hospital today, what reactions did you get?
Actually, I saw a lot of faces smiling. And of course, the other participants in the workshop that walk with me, I think they surprised themselves also and surprised me, because when we started yesterday, everything was quiet and polite, and now we start to be more and more open to each other and, cross borders between us and do funny things to each other, observing ourselves. And I think all the people around us, when they see us walking to walk with the children from the workshop room to the ward, people look at us and immediately they understand something happening here, and it's something funny. It's breaking the daily walk in the hospital. Now,
probably a common reaction would be, the traditional image of doctors tends to be very serious, and you're breaking with that mold. How do people react to that?
It's a process. It's a long process, and you, as a clown, you need to take the time, like you when you walk in the street as a clown street theater. You know that not in the moment that you start, all the street will stop and look at you. It takes time. And with doctors and nurses in hospitals, other people that work inside the hospitals, it takes time, because it's not immediately they accept the idea of clowning and circus inside. But there is techniques to do it. First of all, the doctors say, okay, you do something and I do what I need to do, and you do not disturb me. But then after times that you build the relationship and you start to collaborate with them, they ask you to come and work with them, and you ask a permission to work with them. And for example, today in Dream Doctor, after more than 10 years that the project is work, the doctors and the clowns and the nurse is like working like a teamwork. We do things together. We're part of the team. We're part of the medical staff. I know it cannot happen in Singapore after 5 days, but it's something that you start in one small step, and with one small nose.
And the best measure of success would be, the positive impact on children, right? Yes. Can you explain a little bit more of what it has done to help children?
First of all, when a clown meets a child, he gave them the idea that we're in the same level now. And I want to know you. Before you know me, I want to know you. I ask a permission to come over closer and closer for him. And if you give me this permission, I understand that something small windows open that we can look through together and observe new things around us. We use a lot of fantasy techniques and clowning and a lot of small things and small manipulation that we can make him actually to be the one that guide the clown what to do. And by this fact, when I give the child to guide me, I give him a power to decide what he wants, what he needs, and what he actually want to achieve.
All right, David, now lastly and very quickly, can this approach work with adults? Is it as effective?
Yes, just yes. It works with adults, and it also works with the medical staff, because every time people ask me about children, about adults, about the medical staff, it's very important to them, because for them is make the daily work more easy, more calm, more funny, and more sometimes surprise in the middle.
All right, David, it was a pleasure to have you, and good luck to your course. And that was David, medical clown David Barashi, on the potential of laughter therapies in hospital.